Did you know there's a paper puzzle called Chess Battle? I am not related to this at all. Yet in the acknowledgements bar, a cursed version of the Chess Battle Advanced banner is on this page officially. So what are the rules to Chess Battle Unadvanced? Well, okay, so here's the 8 Queens puzzle. I'm showing this as like a basic version. So if you're not aware, the 8 Queens puzzle is the type of puzzle where you have to put all the queens on the board without having any of the queens attack each other, and also the queens need to see every single square. You can see I've already failed here because the queens see every square, but I can't place another queen. So, a queen attacks in all of the vertical, horizontal, and diagonal directions. So putting them in knight moves is actually a nice way to get like almost all of it right. But you do need to be a little bit more clever than that. Like the going by knights is actually pretty nice, except like this is almost it except for the bottom right, which is the corner. It does make you wonder if the corner is even necessary, because I could like shift all of these this way, and then maybe I don't need to use a corner anymore. So here, and there we go. So that was all the queens placed. The queens see every tile, but no queen attacks another queen. So why did I show that puzzle? It's because Chess Battle is a more enhanced version of it. Instead of just the queen, we have 5 pieces. The king, queen, rook, bishop, and knight. And there's also multiple areas. So for example, this knight and this rook can't be in the same area. This is actually wrong because they're in the same black region. And here's like the full rules, like each region should contain exactly 1 piece, no chess piece should attack another, which we know that, and every non-occupied tile should be attacked by a piece. Might as well put them up like this, and let's go. So, I noticed there's these 1 region things. Also, each of these regions must have 1 piece too. Like, you can't have an empty one. So we have the king, and if you notice the king, if this king is here, that means that all of these tiles next to the king cannot have a piece in it, because it would be attacked, and that would ruin these regions, because then we would still need to put a piece in some of these regions, and then it would be attacked. Now, there's nothing that's forcing a specific piece to appear, so for example, this puzzle could have no knights, even though I could use knights, and in fact, there are only 6 regions in total, so considering the size of the board, we're probably going to use a queen here, just because it's so hard to fill up the board otherwise. Like, kings, bishops, and queens cannot even go in any of those tiles because they would attack another region that definitely needs a piece in it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were all rooks. Like, it could be possible one of these is a knight secretly, but it doesn't actually seem like that would be the case. Now what, is this also a rook? Because like with these all being rooks, there's only 1 spot left for the top left region. Everything else in the top left is attacked by a rook. And oh, shoot, wow, this is also attacked. Everything, like, almost the entirety of this region, like, everything in cyan there is attacked by a rook, leaving only this space as a free space, and I think that's a rook too, because then we could have put a king in there, and then it's done. So as you can see, every region has only a single piece, and every unoccupied square is attacked. Let's play another chess battle. Here we have a similar thing, where it's like, if that's a queen, then it's immediately attacking a space that must have a piece in it, so that's wrong. So queen can't be there, there, there. There's a lot of places a queen cannot be. So I first wanted to, like, deal with these things, because obviously a piece must be in all of them, even though we don't know which they are right now. So this cell right here, it can't be a rook, because it attacks that. It can't be a queen, because it attacks both that and that. It can't be a bishop, and can't be a knight. So this is a king for sure. Right, now this cannot be a king, because we need a 1 piece in this region, and the king's already this other king is already attacking these, and we know this is a king. So if this is a king, then there's no space for another piece to fit. So that's, whatever that is, not a king, or a queen, and, okay, so it can't be a, it can't be a king, can't be a queen, can't be a rook, can't be a knight, because there's this that is attacking, so it must be a bishop in this slot. Now, the bishop is attacking, like, all of these freaking cells, so therefore, the piece in this region must be either here or here. Well, anyway, same idea with this. The only piece that can be here doesn't cause, like, a freaking attack problem here, and it's not the knight, it's gotta be another bishop. And the bishop actually fails on this one too, like every piece here fails except for the knight, so it's nice to see that the knight is actually used right now. Okay, so actually quite a lot of the spaces on the board are being attacked already. In particular, this space right here. It's gotta be a bishop, because like everything else would attack something, like the knight would attack that, and the rook would attack that. So, that means that this is the only safe space for any piece to be, and yet queen can't be it, rook can't be it. So it's either a knight or a king that is in this space. Actually, perhaps the more interesting one is that this can't be a knight, it can't be a queen, can't be a rook, can't be a bishop. It must be a king. And that's going to prevent a... Actually, doesn't prevent anything on this, but hey, at least we got this region filled. Now the attacking scenario looks a little bit like this. Actually, the bottom right space is also attacked. It's time to use that non-occupied, tile rule. Because I'm noticing that, for example, this cell needs to be attacked by something or be a piece. But it can't be that a knight attacks from here to here, because the knight would also attack this one. So the only option, assuming that this isn't the piece, is that this is the rook, and it's attacking this one. So, about this square. Not a king, not a queen, not a rook, not a knight. So, assuming this is the one with the piece, then it would need to be a bishop. But that's actually wrong. Because then, who is going to attack this square? There's nothing that can. Like, the rook would be attacked by the bishop here, and like there's actually no way to target the square if this is a bishop. So this is not a bishop, this is not any piece at all. So I think the rook here is actually what's needed, and then I put a bishop there to attack this square, and then a king at the final one, and there we go. Here's another interesting one. This one's called Concise. Naturally, because it's called Concise, it needs a bigger board. But actually, like, this is quite a large board, and only 5 pieces? What? Must they all be queens, then? I find it hard to believe we could fill this whole board with 5 pieces and then one of them isn't a queen. Like, let's say I just randomly drop some pieces in here. Also, that won't work because I'm stupid. Anyway. Nice. Well, that's pretty cool. But, I do realize that I have never explained what Chess Battle Advanced is. So, I feel like this is the best time to do such a thing. Basically, Chess Battle Advanced is